What's up, YouTube? Wanted to do a quick first impressions video on the Hatsan Jet 2 air gun. It's a PCP, pneumatic or pre-charged pneumatic air rifle. So this channel was previously about airsoft, and we haven't uploaded videos in a few years. And still interested in airsoft. Still have some airsoft stuff over here, yeah, got this air gun. Wanted to upload this and talk about first impressions from a beginner air gunner. So yeah, here it is. First of all, why did I get this Jet 2? Well, it's cheap. It's only $248 on Amazon. I'll throw a link down below. But it's like a composite or like a polycarbonate. It's durable. And it's very adaptable because it's like a micro carbine that can also, without any tools, have the stock pulled off and be shot like a pistol, which is pretty sweet. It's also got some rails. They're not all of these are real rails, but it's got enough where you can put some accessories on it and such. So when I tried to compare some other air rifles to this, for the price point, you couldn't really do it. It was hard to do. There were some other smaller micro carbines like this or pistols, but they didn't come with sights. So you'd have to get some sights or a scope or something like that. And this one seemed like it came the most ready out of the box to kind of just have fun with. Shoot it as a pistol, shoot it as a rifle. It's got flip up sights. Add the scope if you want. I like the idea that it's got two tubes right here for pressure. They're 40 cc each, so 80 cc total. The Jet 1 only had one of these, so that makes it a better pistol because it's lighter on the front. But this is a better, to be used as a pistol and a rifle because you get more shots. I've been told that you get around 40 shots out of charging this up. So haven't tested that. Don't know if that's the case. I have shot it. I've ran a couple magazines through it. And the first thing I notice more than anything that I was not expecting is the noise. Because when you watch these air gun videos on YouTube and stuff, the noise doesn't really translate through, so they all sound pretty quiet when you're watching them on video. But this thing is not quiet. To me, it sounds every bit as loud as a .22 rifle. Which brings us to the moderator. I'm sure somebody's noticed this and thought, why do you have this horribly ugly 3D printed thing on the front? So this doesn't come with a moderator, obviously, out of the box. This is something I 3D printed. I thought that I would use it for a while without a moderator, but it is so loud. I wanted to get something put on it. I 3D printed this. Haven't tested it yet. Don't know how well it's going to work. The threads, the way it printed and things, the threads don't work out quite right, so I had to just clamp it on. Haven't even tested it yet, so kind of scared too, because I've read that maybe Hatsan doesn't have the best quality control. Maybe some of their barrels don't line up perfect with the center of the threads. So I don't know. We're going to try it. Worst case, we reduce it to shrapnel, right? So yeah, fun stuff. I did order a real moderator. I did order a real moderator from Buck Rails. They have some nice 3D printed ones that are finished and such for like 30 bucks, 35 bucks. So whenever that does come in and I can actually thread it on, I'll give you guys an update. But yeah, the gun does feel, it's weird to me because it doesn't feel cheap, but it is that that composite feel. So for example, here I have an CXP DMR all full metal airsoft gun that feels way more strong, firm than this thing. But this DMR also was, you know, $600, where this little Jet 2 is only $250. So pretty cool. Like I said, all this information's from a beginner air gunner. I looked for a bunch of these videos while I was trying to decide, and I couldn't find that much out there on these. It's everybody wanting to show you this, like all these YouTubers want to show you the spread, and just every video is just based on accuracy and showing you the spread. And I want to hear more about you know, the rifles themselves. Also, if you do a lot of research, you'll find out that apparently when these first shipped, there was no adapter included in the box to put a moderator on the gun. Now it seems to be included in the box. There's a male to male threaded adapter that threads right into the end of this and has threads. I think they're 1/2 inch for your moderator. So one more thing I want to talk about before we go to the magazine is this comes with your Jet 2. And I think the reason this comes with it is because you fill your tank right here, pull this cap off, and this is like a lower profile version of a fill. The one that came with my hand pump, it fits in here, but just barely, and I have to use my fingernails to get in there and pull the quick release. So they give you their own one that's a little longer and easier to get your hand on. I just haven't swapped it over yet. I plan on doing that today. I have been hand pumping this up so far while I'm waiting for my compressor and auxiliary tanks to come in. And I hand pumped it from 0, which probably took me, I don't know, 5 minutes. I haven't hand pumped it from 200 to 300 like you're really supposed to do, to let you know how long that's going to take. But I'll post up some videos of that as well. Only other thing, as a newbie air rifle guy, is these magazines are so annoying. They only hold 8 shots. I can't really figure out how the detent works and doesn't work, but you basically have to hold it, drop your pellets in backwards here, and I don't know. I'm going to try to find some bigger magazines. I think there are some bigger magazines that will work in this. I'd love to be able to get, you know, I think this holds 8. I'd love to be able to get 15, 20 shots out of a magazine. Would be pretty sweet. So then you could just carry 2 magazines with you and drain the magazines in the same time you drain the air, and do it all again. So one more question, or if anybody is unfamiliar, these are like a lever bolt action, so it's not semi-automatic. So every time you shoot, you have to pull this back, push it forward to load in your next round. That was kind of confusing when I first started to figure out why some were semi-automatic, why some were lever action. It's because the semi-automatics use more air. So by having a manually actuated lever to move your magazine and chamber your next round, you can save a lot of air pressure and get more shots out of the air rifle. So I didn't mention this is 22 caliber. This gun's offered in 177, 22, and 25, I believe. So I just, 22, the sweet spot. The pellets are a little more affordable in 22 than they are 25. But yeah, this is just a bunch of first thoughts from a beginner air gunner on the Hatsan Jet 2, guys. Have a good day. See you in the next video.